Well, this is the Vivere cotton hammock and stand and bag, and this has just been delivered by the courier, and this is literally how it came. A couple of things that I have noticed straight off the bat here is that, well, this box looks like it's been taped up after the event, so hopefully everything inside is as it should be, but that packaging leaves a little bit to be desired. I've also noticed that on the top corner here, whether it was like this in packaging or whether this happened by the courier, I don't know, but it's got a damaged corner here. So hopefully when I open this up in a second, everything's going to be all right inside. Now to open this box, I've got a pair of scissors. So I'm just going to cut these. And we've got a bit of tape on the sides here. Well, one side. And we'll see how realistic it is inside. Well, opening the pack straight off the bat, it all looks really quite well packaged. We seem to have a piece of paper in here, which is a warranty on one side and a claim replacement part section on the other side. This doesn't always bode too well when you get something like that in the package. It kind of preempts the idea that something might not be right. So, what have we got in here? Well, it's all kind of tied into each other, but this is the cotton, double cotton hammock itself in that bag. And all this lot is got a tie on it. Oh, here we've got, what I presume is the bag. It looks like the bag in there, and we've got a selection of bolts stuck to the back of that. And in here, as I say, there's a tie on here. But I do notice one of the poles is not in the tie. Whether that's a good omen or a bad omen, I don't know. But it looks like there was space for it inside the tie. And certainly everything else looks like it's inside the tie, so be a bit wondrous about that. So I'm just going to take it all out of the package right now. See what we've got here. See these two still in the tie. It's not a huge amount of parts in it, which is handy. You don't want to be putting together too many parts for sure. There's a little package here that's got 2 small and 2 large cap ends in there as well, and a diagram of how to put it together. And well, that looks like straightforward, so I'm just going to move this box out of scene, so to speak. And we'll see how this goes together. Well, seems like these well, it all looks relatively clean. Reasonably well built. Nothing scratched on that one, so that looks okay. This one looks equally as well made, and these are put down like this. So what have we got? We got a bar that goes between the two of them, and then the two uprights. So the one that was out of the package, which was this one, is the one that goes in between. It certainly looks all right from this end so far, and looking at it I would say that looks okay. Now the only bizarre bit about this is the fact that the bolts are going to go underneath rather than on top. I'm a little bit confused why there is one in the middle. Right, so let's get these out of the package. So that's the bag anyway. Looks like it's about 4 foot long. And it's got, how to put it together, the assembly instructions actually stuck to the bag, so that's quite nice. Put that over there. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Right, so we've got this little bracket here, and this is all, I was going to say sealed up, but it's not. It's actually stapled together. So I'm a little bit foxed by that one there has one, but I'm guessing it's to do with the fact that it's some kind of foot that going in there. So we've got another 4 of those, so that's 5 of those and 2 end ones of those. And it says on here I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that works out right. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to turn this up the other way to do this bit, because it seems logical to actually turn that up the other way. And there's no particularly obvious signs that it should go one way or another. These aren't marked to say this is the back or front of these. So I'm going to assume that you can use either end. And it goes together quite nicely. It didn't require any heavy pushing or tugging or scraping of metal to try and get it in place. And this one's equally as good. Let's put that into there. There we go. So I think that's the best way of doing that, is to actually turn it upside down and then maybe turn it back this way. Now it's all off the ground, so I don't really know why that one in the middle is there, but I suppose it's handy to have a spare one. Then I'm going to take these poles and I don't know if this is going to stay in picture or not, but that wants to go over that side because that's where those are. Now this is supposed to be 8 foot wide, and well this area is about I would say probably close to 9 feet wide. So I'm thinking this is probably closer to 9 feet than 8 foot. But with those in place on the ends there, it goes nicely in there, and I don't know if you can see me doing these at each end or not. A little bit tighter to put that one in, but they'll go together quite nicely. Now everything's got its feet on it, all the ends. So this little package here of 4 plastic cups, 2 small ones and 2 large ones, are literally spares. So that's quite good if you're going to use it in the garden. Now personally, I've got one of these because I suffer from acid reflux at night, and I'm hoping the angle of sleeping in a hammock is going to solve my problem. And well, I will be reporting on that on this channel in a few days' time, a few months' time as well, just how I get on with sleeping every night in a hammock, and how it affects my acid reflux. This is all very nice and swoosh. There's nothing in the instructions in particular that suggests which way round this hammock goes, and I'm not actually sure that it actually matters. Oh, well, hang on, there's a label there, so I'm going to assume that the label is not on the inside, it's on the outside. So that will go over the edge there. Now, I've got these 2 hooks, and according to my paperwork, I'll take that off the end there. Now these have got bolt holes all the way down, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need to do that. But I'm guessing probably about from what it looks like on here, I'm guessing probably about the 3rd one down. So I'm going to try the 3rd one down. So you've got this bit here that goes in. You might be able to see this, I don't know if I'm still on camera. It goes into that side. And this bit here sits there. It's a kind of rounded washer, so it fits nicely on the tube. I have to say, what I've seen so far looks very well made. And I'll tell you what, I've just put that on the wrong way round, because the hook has to go down, not up. Otherwise it's going to fall straight off. Just hand tighten that, and it does look pretty strong. Now where's my label? I would assume the label's on the back end. Yeah, there's the label. So I'm going to put that over the top. In actual fact, I would say probably it wants to be on the top one. I really have no idea why there's so many of these on here. I imagine there must be to adjust for different sizes. So I'm going to put it in the top one now, because I'm pretty sure that looks about right for this. So my label there, hook that over there. That looks about right. I can't imagine it going much further across than that. So I'm going to come over here to the other end, and I don't know whether this end is on. Just make sure I get this round the right way. You know, I'm not sure that's the right way round, but because it seems to want to fold the other way. I think it's just how it is. So I'm going to take these end bits off. Take this bit end off. Now what I'm going to do is going to stick it over the end and then put it through there like that. Okay, so what is really bizarre here is even on the top one, it's right up there. Kind of not what I expected. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that now, but that is very, very upright. It just literally looks like a piece of material right just stretched across. So I'll get my wire out of here because I'm wired up. Bring myself out the front here now. I'm going to come back into shot and I'm just going to whoa. Oh, well, there we go. Well, once you're in it, it is actually quite low. That's pretty cool, actually. I quite like that. I'm not going to lay down with it right now because I've got my shoes on. It's interesting. I did actually think this was red and orange. By all accounts, it's pink and orange. Not quite the colours I was looking for, but I did get a good price on it, and we will see. Actually, it's quite comfortable just to sit in. It's a bit rocky, but you know what, actually I'm going to let's take these shoes off. Take the shoes off, and I don't know which way I'm going to go up on this. Let's go this way. And yeah, take my wire. Actually, that's interesting. Now, you do have to kind of get used to putting yourself in an angle, apparently. Yeah, so I'm going to, I'm definitely going to be more upright when I'm sleeping tonight. And I'll report back in a few days' time as to just how comfortable this is. Now you can see, I don't know whether this lock will stretch over a period of time, but I'm literally an inch off the bar at this point. So I am really low down. Some little loose bits on the end here. Hopefully they won't fray. Yeah, I'm very low down. I'm not sure, like I say, once it's stretched out a bit, whether I'll be able to put it up another notch. Maybe pull one end up first, but I'm not actually touching the bar, and it is actually quite comfortable in here, and I could actually go to sleep right now. And it's not too bad to get out of actually either, but actually when I'm sitting here like here now, yeah, I am actually now touching the bar, the ground, the base. So I don't know, I think this probably just has to be stretched out a little bit more, and I think maybe with a little bit more stretching they'll need to go down a bar each side. Okay, so this is a quick update. Yeah, after sitting on it for just a couple of minutes, they have stretched out, It's now moved down to the second hole, and we'll see now how far down it goes on the second hole. I'm a bit not used to this yet, so I'm a little bit trepid about getting into it. So there we are. Yes, now, yeah, we've got a lot more now. What would I say, about 6 inches from the base. Probably going to stretch a bit more before the first couple of nights are out. But yeah, it's definitely feeling better now that it's a bit stretched out. And on the second rung, second hole down at each end. That's each end. Yeah, looking forward to reporting back when I've had a couple of nights sleep in it.